Welcome to the 5-Minute Nerd, where we break down everything nerd culture into 5-minute segments. Today we are looking ahead to 2025. When I started the channel in October, I had a lofty goal of trying to close out the year with 1,000 subscribers. Every one of you delivered in spades and helped me shatter that goal. This year, I will be aiming to close out 2025 with 15,000 subscribers. While ambitious, every one of you have helped me realize that there is enough interest in my little niche of nerd culture to really push myself to deliver some even better content in 2025. So, what will the channel be covering in 2025? While I have a pretty good plan for the first 4 months of the year, after that I have general ideas of things I want to cover. Send in your submissions and I will work them into the schedule. What do we have lined up for 2025? Let's take a look. We are starting off the year strong in the MCU, covering Black Knight and the Hulk this week. We will be covering Captain America, Daredevil, the Fantastic Four, Black Panther and the Thunderbolts at a minimum. Not every superhero is Marvel, so DC fans will be getting some love with Superman, the Peacemaker, and the newest detective noir Batman offerings this year. We will be wrapping up the 2 series we have started covering, completing The Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan and catching up to the latest book in the Dresden Files Battlegrounds. I will be for sure covering Harry Potter because, after the book series, I want to dive into some theory items on my bucket list. If the episodes do well and there is interest, I may expand that out to the other parts of the HP universe as well. I haven't finalized what other series I want to cover, but Sword of Truth is pretty high on the list. For the grimdark future, I will continue working my way through the original Space Marine chapters and some successor chapters like Black Templars and the Xeno factions as well. Speaking of futuristic sci-fi, we will be covering all the Alien movies and other classics like Foundation and Neuromancer. No journey into nerd space would be complete without touching on Star Wars. I'm not currently planning on hitting all the movies, but will be cherry-picking selected topics like Andor Season 1 and 2, and some of my favorite characters. On the D&D front, we will be continuing our very popular Forgotten Realms travel blog. We will be visiting Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, and Myth Drannor, to name a few. I will also be doing episodes exploring character classes and biographies of our favorite characters that help breathe so much life into that world. The Drizzt Do'Urden series is another that is very high on my list that I want to cover. Also, in the fantasy realm, we will be returning to the world of J.R.R. Tolkien, focusing specifically on the history of the First and Second Ages. Any topic from the music of the Ainur to what happened to the Entwives will likely be in consideration. Games. I will be doing some short primers on coolboard and collectible card games. I am a huge fan of Flying Frog, so expect to see some of your favorites popping up over the year. We will also be exploring the macabre, looking at Lovecraft, Poe, The Strain, and some of my favorite horror movies. Lastly, we will continue to cover dragons with our Bicentennial episode. I don't want to spoil this part, but I pretty much mapped out all these episodes, and they are some great topics. While this is a very packed 2025, I am very interested in hearing from you about what topics you want to see more of in 2025. Toss it down in the comments, and I will add it to the list of topics we will cover in 2025. Once again, thank you all for your incredible support. If you are currently not subscribed, please help us out by hitting that notification bell and following along as we nerd out in 2025. Happy New Year, everyone!